Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and wasn't actually planning on doing a video today as I may have mentioned a couple of times in the past. I tend to do my videos normally on a Saturday or Sunday, the weekend normally, or in case of me working on Saturdays and Sundays, whichever are the 2 days that I have off. That is my weekend basically, is when I normally shoot the videos. So I wasn't planning on it, but earlier this morning, it's around 8:30 p.m. right now. Early this morning is when I actually got the news that director Joel Schumacher has passed away. Having enjoyed several of his films, I decided definitely did need to have a little bit of a tribute video going on. When I say tribute video, just the announcement video basically of the passing of this good director. I must admit that yes, I do not normally follow who directed which movies. Like, I'm not a person who I prefer the actors. I don't really go out for the directors and say, okay, I must watch all the movies of a particular director. There have been some exceptions, like Steven Spielberg, for example, and maybe something by Joss Whedon or something like that. Those are the people who I really enjoy watching. Movies I watch, and therefore I definitely do tend to look out for those directors. But otherwise, maybe even Manoj Shyamalan for that matter, more on the Indian spirit than anything else. But yeah, so Joel Schumacher, I was just checking out the movies that I've actually watched of his, and they're quite a lot. So yeah, some of you may know this by now, but some of you may not know this. But he was actually battling cancer, and he was 80 years old when he passed away, which was actually yesterday. So must have been late last night. So the news actually came out for us here in India on the 23rd. It was 22nd of June is when he passed away. Here are a few of his movies which I have enjoyed. Definitely the first one, I don't really remember it, and now I definitely do have to hunt it down and watch it. I do remember the song. This was sometime in the 80s, so it was St. Elmo's Fire, and I remember that song Man in Motion and St. Elmo's Fire, the movie. But I don't really remember too much about it. If I'm not mistaken, there are a couple of people who were like 80s heartthrobs in the movie, but I really do not remember anything about the movie at all. But I do remember I've seen it at least once. But this is way back in the era of VHS tapes and rental videos. That was one of his probably his first movie that actually caught people's attention. And of course, The Lost Boys, which is a cult classic. Again, this is a movie which I've only seen once. Don't remember much about it. Kiefer Sutherland, several awesome actors in it. And I believe Kiefer Sutherland kind of broke out because of this particular movie. Another classic which I definitely need to look it up once again, maybe even add it to my DVD collection, because like I said, I don't really remember anything about this movie, but I admitted that it's a well-known classic. I do remember a little bit clips of it here and there, and that the two Coreys were in it, I guess, or maybe just one, maybe it's only one of the Coreys. But yeah, I definitely do need to check that. After that, it's a movie which I've not seen, but I've heard amazing things about. Falling Down from 1993. There's even an Iron Maiden song from the same year or the year after, which was based on the movie. Those of you who are Iron Maiden fans will know that they make a lot of their songs are inspired by movie titles. What else? So those were some of his films. He is also probably really well known and despised a little bit for the two Batman movies that he made. Batman Forever, which to be honest, I don't really find too much wrong with it. Yes, it's not as good as the first one, but the second one definitely, Batman Returns and Batman Forever, for me at least, I don't know if you agree or disagree, but for me they're like equally good. I actually do enjoy it quite a bit. I enjoy Jim Carrey's acting in it, especially Val Kilmer. I think Nicole Kidman she didn't even look like Nicole Kidman in how she normally does. She was hot in that movie as well. So I did like the movie. Of course, Batman and Robin is one of the stupidest movies ever made, but I still do enjoy it because it's the kind of movie that's so bad you can still enjoy it when you watch it, that it's good to actually watch. And I recently did, when I say recently, this is probably about a year and a half ago, but I actually did watch both these movies. So those are the other two movies that are really famous of his. Of course, he's made a couple of John Grisham uh, movies in the sense that the stories from John Grisham novels. One is a Time to Kill, and I'm looking for the other. Time to Kill and The Client. The Client, which is absolutely awesome. It's also one of my favorite books of all time. If you've not read The Client, that's an amazing book, and the movie is pretty good as well. Definitely, I have seen this a while back. I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I really did enjoy the movie for the second time. I remember my sister and I watched this movie quite a long back. She watched it once on VHS, and then she told me I need to watch this. We were pretty young at the time. When did the movie actually come out? 1994. I was like 18. So I don't know, but I remember her telling me that I need to watch this movie, and she sat down and watched it with me on VHS again for the second time. A Time to Kill is something that I remember, but like I don't know too much about it. I think Samuel L. Jackson, and maybe Matthew McConaughey. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I don't have time to actually go and look it up. But yes, those movies are pretty good. I haven't seen Time to Kill since then. What else? Oh yeah, I forgot. One of his directorial debut was The Incredible Shrinking Woman with Lily Tomlin. I loved that movie as a kid. Again, this is a movie which I have not seen since. I think I saw it once. It came out in 1981, and I'm guessing I watched it probably late in the 80s, 88 or 89 or something like that. I do remember loving the movie, and again, that's another movie. So all these movies of his, I really do enjoy. And I think are really good with the exception of that one particular movie. And then after that, the two Law movies that he made in '94 and '96. Yeah, he made Phone Booth, which I've only watched it once, but I don't happen to like Colin Farrell that much, so I kind of skipped that movie since then. But I guess in honor of Joel Schumacher, I'll probably watch it again. And then 8mm, which I put off watching for a very long time, but I did enjoy it when I did watch it a few years ago. Maybe around 3 or 4 years ago is when I watched it, and I did enjoy it quite a bit. I thought it was kind of dark for most of his movies aren't that dark, I guess, but I mean, I really did enjoy Nicolas Cage's performance in that movie, and it's pretty dark. Let's check and see from his filmography if there's anything else that I've missed out. The number 23. I know this movie didn't make much, and it was kind of a letdown in the box office as well as critically, but I actually did enjoy it quite a bit, and I think it's a pretty good movie. Jim Carrey, completely different character than we're used to watching him perform as. I haven't seen The Phantom of the Opera, but yeah, it's one of the movies which he got a lot of critical acclaim for. Don't think it made much in the box office, but it did have 3 Oscar nominations. Blood Creek, which came out in 2009, that's a pretty awesome movie. It's more like, with Michael Fassbender in it, it's more like a B movie kind of thing, which I don't really expect from somebody like Joel Schumacher, but at the same time, it was pretty awesome. I like that Nazi vampire kind of thingy, whatever it was. Another movie I need to definitely rewatch once again. There's so many movies I have seen only once, but I did enjoy quite a bit. So that's definitely going to be on my lookout for me getting it on DVD or looking for some way that I can watch it online. But yeah, those are the movies that and the last movie of his, which actually came out in 2011, was Trespass, which was an okay movie. Nicolas Cage and Nicole Kidman, husband and wife, where their house is actually wasn't that memorable, but yeah, it was okay. So I've seen quite a few of his movies. When I look at it, Blood Creek, the number 23, Trespass, Phone Booth, 8mm, Batman and Robin, A Time to Kill, Batman Forever, The Client. I haven't watched Falling Down, but yeah, that's going to be something in my list for now. Oh yes, I did forget this 1990 classic. I can't really call it a horror, more of a thriller, Flatliners, which is amazing. They have since remade the movie, but I think the first one is way better. The original is way better. I did enjoy the remake quite a bit. I don't think I did a review for it, but yeah, maybe I will sit down and review both the Flatliner movies. Then, of course, The Lost Boys, St. Elmo's Fire, and The Incredible Shrinking Woman. Um, I don't really know which one will be his best. I think you'll have to give it to The Lost Boys. Um, I think my personal favorite is probably going to be The Client, because it's an awesome movie with the kids, Susan Sarandon and Tommy Lee Jones. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I also just learned for the first time that when I was going through his bio, is that he was actually gay, and apparently he had a lot of lovers, or so he claimed. But he died of basically cancer. He was 80 years old. Lived a full life, you can say it. I mean, he probably have lived for a few more years if not for cancer, but it's kind of sad that we lose another filmmaker. 2020 seems to be knocking people right out of the park. We had a tough time in 2019 as well, 2018 as well. So, Joel Schumacher, we're definitely going to miss you. Looking at the list of movies that I've enjoyed and a couple of movies which I've yet to watch of his, I have a top 10 list right there of movies of his that I really like. What more can I say? But yeah, you will be missed, and in honor, I'll try to get as many movies as I can once again and watch them, because I think currently in my list from his movies I only have Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, and I will try to get the rest, and definitely some movies which I've only watched once I will definitely try to watch again, and the ones that I've only seen once, will try to watch it. The ones that I missed, I will try to see as many as I can. So that's it for today. Have a good night, guys. Just had to put this update about the passing of a really, really awesome director. Thank you and good night.